What's up, ladies and gents of the internet? What do I have here? The DigiTech Drop. So what I'm going to do is we'll listen to this. I'm going to play a guitar part and you'll hear it once first in its standard tuning, which is going to be drop C sharp, and then it will move down as you'll see on the screen below. There was no bass on that, so you just heard the effects pedal. What you'll hear now is a regular tuned guitar, so a guitar tuned to E standard, playing some simple chords, then dropping down a couple of semitones. There is the pedal. It's actually much smaller than what I thought it was going to be. It's about the same height as a Boss pedal, but it's much thinner. And probably a little bit narrower as well. This is very cool. I thought that this was going to be quite a big box, but it's tiny. We've got a big bright LED. The pedal has true bypass, and you've got your ins and outs on either side, and a regular 9-volt DC style power adapter socket at the top. The big black knob is to change how many semitones you're going down from 1 to 7, or the lowest octave, and then octave and dry. So that's your low octave, kind of sub octave, like Boss OC3 style sound. And then we have this cool switch, and that's going to change from on to off. So with the switch in the off position, it means that like any other effects pedal, you have to press down and release, and that turns it on. Keeps the pedal on without your foot on the button. Press down and lift off again of the button, and the effect turns back off. Standard effects pedal style way of doing things. Now, if you flick the switch to the on position for momentary playing, then that means that only when you're pressing the button down is the effect going to be on. When you lift your foot back off it again, that turns the effects pedal off. So it's really cool for some kind of rhythmic or random sounding guitar parts where you just kick in the effect for maybe one note and then turn it back off again. Something really key to add to this pedal is you're going to need to play quite loud or use headphones. The reason why I'm saying that is because you get the sound of your guitar, regardless of if it's plugged in or not, but you get the sound of the guitar, the strings actually making a sound in your ears, as well as the affected sound. So what you've got there is, in fact, like the real notes that you're actually playing. So say, for instance, you're playing an E chord, you'll hear that E chord, and let's say you've got it turned down to number 1 on the pedal, so a semitone down. What you'll hear out the speakers or out of your amp, if it's quite quiet, is a D sharp. So you'll hear an E and a D sharp at the same time. That's not going to sound good, and it will probably be off-putting. So that's just something to bear in mind if you're planning on using this for tracking in the studio. You'll need to have your monitors quite loud, or use headphones, or if you're using it live, definitely want to have some volume behind you for this. If you're practicing in your bedroom and you're not using headphones, then this may feel tricky to you. This pedal is seriously going to help you out if you're a younger guitar player or more novice guitar player that wants to get playing either in bands, or you want to play your favourite songs by metal bands that you like. This pedal is going to prevent you from having to fork out for a new guitar just to change the tuning, or be forever changing the tuning on one guitar, particularly if it's got a Floyd Rose. So I highly recommend this pedal, highly recommended. As some other people have commented, once you get past maybe the 4th or 5th semitone, it does start to sound quite muddy. And I noticed that chords, heavy distorted chords with lots of higher notes in them, didn't really translate too well. But personally, I'm only going to use it to go down maybe a tone and a half, if that. It's not really going to bother me too much, but it's certainly something worth bearing in mind. And that's why I give this pedal 4 stars out of 5. See you again next time. Peace.